Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabansi. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today, man, we got a show here for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to our Dreamerspro Short Clips channel in the comment section below. So let's get into this topic here. As you guys know, there was a very big game last night, and funny enough, going into this series, I didn't really have a sense on who I thought was going to win this series. Why? Because yes, we all know that the Denver Nuggets are a good team. We know that they were the #1 seed all throughout the regular season in the Western Conference. But given the fact that I think for the first half of the season, the Lakers were a sub-500 team, and then ever since they made that trade, the Lakers have become one of the best teams in basketball, period. It was really hard for me to say who was going to win this series because the Lakers are a lot better than a lot of us assumed before. The Lakers are really good, right? So going into this series, I didn't even have a pick, and this wasn't even my Western Conference finals prediction anyway. I had the Clippers and the Warriors, and I was very wrong about that, right? So going into game one, I had no sense of who was going to win that game. But if you had to ask me to bet some money, I would have picked the Denver Nuggets, given the fact that they were playing at home. And as I was watching that game, I heard Keyshawn actually say something this morning, which was, he said, now that the Nuggets are playing the Lakers and the attention is on them, we're really getting an opportunity to see just how good Nikola Jokic is. Let me tell y'all something. I was watching that game, especially in that first and second quarter. I was like, wait a minute, is this guy really this good? Like, Nikola Jokic is like crazy good. There was one play where he was coming up the court. He was actually pushing the fast break and fed a bounce pass to one of his teammates for a layup. And right before I was about to say, wait, did you just see that? Mark Jackson was like, but did you just see what this guy just did? Did you all just see? And Jeff Van Gundy was like, that was a center running the court, a 7-footer. At one point, it looked like Nikola Jokic was out there playing volleyball with the basketball. I think in the first quarter, he had like a double-double. Oh, no, not a double-double. He had like 10 rebounds in the first quarter. And I'm looking at this guy with his passes and his rebounding and the way he plays angles and his craftiness around the rim and his touch. I'm like, this guy is this good? He's really, really good. Really, 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 really good. And I think that for him now to be on this stage in a Western Conference Finals, well, I think this is the first time he's ever been to a Western Conference Finals, if I'm not mistaken. I think Nikola Jokic has a very, very unique opportunity to display his basketball talents on one of the biggest stages in the NBA. Because now everyone is watching, especially against the opponent he's playing against. And after the Denver Nuggets won that game yesterday, I went back to look at the box score, to look at Nikola Jokic's stats. I was absolutely blown away. But before we get into his stats, this video is brought to you by sponsor Aura, who's also the official sponsor of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is today? It's identity theft. Imagine trying to log into your email only to see that your password has been changed. Then you start getting weird notifications from your bank and credit cards only to find out that all of your personal and sensitive information has been totally compromised. If you think it can happen to you and your family, just know that in 2020, over 49 million Americans were victims to identity theft, costing them a combined $56 billion. That is why we are excited to partner with Aura, who's a sponsor of this video. Aura is the #1 identity theft and financial fraud protection. Aura monitors the dark web and alerts you if any of your passwords and accounts have been breached. And funny enough, after using Aura, I discovered some of my credentials were floating around in the dark web, and the app showed me exactly when and where the breach happened. In addition, Aura allows you to set spending alerts, and they'll notify you of any suspicious transactions. Aura is 4 times faster than any of its competitors in alerting you if someone is trying to open a credit card or obtain a loan using your name. And remember this, every 14 seconds, someone becomes a victim of identity fraud. Don't let it happen to you. Now click the link in the description and try Aura for free for 2 weeks and see if any of you or your family's personal information has been compromised. Start your free trial at aura.com/dreamerspro. And when you try Aura by using the link in the description below, also know that you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what I want to do is I want to go through some of Nikola Jokic's stats. He wasn't the only one because Michael Porter Jr. was playing well. He was very aggressive. Jamal Murray was also very aggressive, hitting some very, very tough shots. Contavious Caldwell-Pope also played pretty well. He had 21 points. That was huge. Jamal Murray had 31 points. Bruce Brown was just like the Energizer Bunny off the bench. He came in there and he just went to work. Nikola Jokic finished this game. He shot 70% from the field. Now, here's what's so incredible about that. Nikola Jokic was being guarded by Anthony Davis, one of the best defenders in the entire NBA. And he shot 70% against AD. The guy shot 100% from the three-point line, going 3 of 3. And he hit a half court, I think it was at the half court, the halftime buzzer beater. I was like, but what are we doing right now? Like, what are we doing right now? He shot 87.5% from the free throw line. Joker finished the game with 21 rebounds, 14 assists, 2 blocks. He did have 5 turnovers, but hey, he had a net positive of 9 assists, which is still incredible, with 31 points with a plus minus of 11. And as I was watching that game, I noticed a few things about this series. The Lakers in round 2 had a decided size advantage and strength advantage over the Golden State Warriors. In this series, they do not have that. They do not have that. They don't have a size advantage in this series. All of these guys are tall guys. Michael Porter Jr., I believe, is 6'10". Jamal Murray must be 6'5", if I'm not mistaken. Nikola Jokic is a 7-footer. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he must be, let me see how tall he is. Aaron Gordon is a forward, and he has the size and the strength to compete against LeBron. Yeah, KCP is 6'5". Aaron Gordon is 6'8". So they have a lot of length, they have a lot of size, and the Lakers did not have the kind of open lane to the basket the same way they did against Kevon Looney. They didn't have that. Now they had to finish above size. So that was the first thing. So the advantage of size that they had went out the window. Number 2, they also had somebody to make Anthony Davis play legitimate defense to wear him out, which is Nikola Jokic. Now, if we're looking at Anthony Davis, I mean, no one can question his performance. This guy came into that game and he finished the game with 40 points, 2 blocks. He had a hell of a block on Nikola Jokic, one of them. 3 steals, 3 assists, 10 rebounds, shot 11 of 11 from the free throw line, 100% from the three-point line, shot 61% from the field with 40 points. Anthony Davis did his part. He did his part. But even that wasn't enough. And LeBron, yeah, he missed some threes or whatever it is, but he generally played well. So I think this is going to be a very long series, a very, very long series, because I think the Lakers are definitely in this. But Nikola Jokic, man, he's really, really good. Dude is really, really good, and he is putting to shame the Kendrick Perkins and all of these people of the world that were doubting him. He is putting these guys to shame right now with his play. These are my thoughts. What I want to know from you guys, what do you think about the game yesterday, and what do you think about Nikola Jokic's performance, and do you think he can keep this up moving forward? Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.